Hey guys, unomations here, and welcome back. And we're actually in Hill 5 Guardians again. So this is actually the new update, known as the Memories of Reach update. And I gotta say, probably about 80% of this has nothing to actually do with Reach, except for the Rex. So for this update, I'm fine with about 2/3 of this. Give me a second. Got something. It's like I'm fine with about 2/3 of this update, really. And if anything, I'm mainly fine with probably about that 1/3. So they added in a few things. They added in the infection game mode, a new map which I'm currently in, if you could call this new, I guess, and like a new medal system for like multiplayer, and also the new limited time Memories of Reach rec pack that costs like $15 or 120,000 rec points just for like merely 3 permanent recs. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that. I mean, it's like you already have the Arena frickin' rec bundle that costs like $25. It's like, trust me, I don't think we need any more of this. So, the infection game mode thing, I'm completely fine with that. And if anything, I'm probably going to be doing some Let's Plays with people probably later. Probably like Dave and them, I don't know about custom game mode or like regular. And I know I was kind of started to talk a bit trash about the map that my character is currently in right now. That's because this map is practically not original. Like, let me show you something real quick. Let's just transition. I'm gonna just go over here. Notice anything? Freaking stasis is literally just torque. This map is called torque, and it's practically that map. Really, it's the same freaking map, just like crashing with snow in it. Which, if anything, is kind of disappointing to me, because if anything, I was expecting a ton more from this map. Like, something, I guess, that's more, I guess, original, really. But then again, this isn't actually the first time that 343 has done something like this. And by this, I'm talking about, like, just taking a map that they've already had and just freaking making another map out of it that literally is the same map, just different look. So I did that between torque and stasis. Here's torque, here's stasis. They tried so hard to keep the thumbnail different. But they did that with Fathom, which all the way up here, and Riptide. They tried to separate those two. It's the same map, really, just I guess different look, as in it's washed up on shore. And like, don't get me wrong, they still have a lot of like original maps really on here. I'm kind of just scrolling through most of them right now. But it's one of those things where this has happened already 2 times now in a span of like a few months. And if anything, it's kind of not good. And now for the last third that I cannot stand. As you see, I've already have armor, I guess, the noble armor. Which, by the way, they could somehow consider this ultra rare, by the way. Which doesn't really make much sense in my head. And by that, I mean I literally got this from a free rec pack that was just right here. I mean, everyone gets the same rec pack. I don't know really any clue for why they considered the armor ultra rare, I guess. Probably for those that didn't get it. But if anything, I probably would have just put this as uncommon. for those that don't get it. But yeah. So that's mainly the stuff that I get from that, other than a brute plasma rifle and a couple like RP XP point things. But here's the thing that really angers me. As you see, we already have the Arena Rec Bundle. The thing costs like $25, which is kind of insane by the fact that the Warzone Rec Bundle literally costed about half of this. And then there's the limited time Halo Reach Memories of Reach pack, which is either 120,000 rec points, which is what Dave would probably use, which if anything I can't blame him for that, or $15, which you're a complete retard if you use that. Like, literally, I can see using 120,000 rec points if you have that much, but $15, really? We have a freaking gold pack right here, which is like 10,000, is only like $3. It's like a bestseller thing here. These are freaking ridiculous as well. It's like, who spends their amount of money on this crap? I can't even kid you on that one. It's freaking retarded. You're like, what do you get from this? So it's like, if available, including armor or helmet based on the Fallen Heroes of Noble team, a mythic weapon, and more, plus 12 ultra rare or legendary single use Rex. Acquire 4 times for the full set. Acquire 4 times, okay. So unless you're like a freaking avid player, I don't think you're gonna probably be getting all of them. If anything, I'd probably be getting about 1. I don't even know how long this thing's here for. But I think I'm kind of tired of this. I mean, you already have like 2 of these that mainly cost money or freaking the hell amount of points. I mean, really? I mean, that's kind of insane. And then the last thing that I'm not actually going to kind of go over today is the infection game mode, which right here. The internal struggle between survivors and infected rages on. Infection is back. So it's a new, quote-unquote new, fire team limited 6 and matchmaking rules in effect for misconduct. Okay, so if anything, you can literally get thrown out for probably killing a teammate on accident. Such as if they walk right in front of you, or if they purposely stick a grenade around them. That, or if you accidentally leave a game by connection, you could be banned, which is kind of retarded. But if anything, that's actually not based with the infection game mode. It's more just based by their rules of misconduct, which they desperately need to change those. But other than that, that's this update. Really, they didn't really add in as much as they originally did with stuff. We're actually going to go to the message of the day. Kind of see if I missed anything. So they have infection, stasis, the new map, if you call it new. Tons of new Rex. That's not really much of a selling point, in my opinion. Memories of Reach preview pack. That's where I got my stuff. So yeah. Memories of Reach Rec pack. They literally put it as its own message. Remember Reach with the Memories of Reach Rec pack. My God. Each pack unlocks 4 items with it, include armor and helmets based on the Fallen Heroes of Noble team, such as George's mythic chain gun and more, plus a selection of 12 ultra rare and legendary single-use Rex. Wow. That doesn't really help me with anything. I can literally just go back into Halo Reach and have all this stuff. I mean, the freaking George chain gun is literally just a regular chain gun, in my opinion. Infection. Okay, so yeah, I'll be doing that later. I think most of the maps that they have are community infection maps, which I gotta say is a pretty cool thing they did. And then stasis, which in wait is not new. Asymmetrical map in Team Slayer SWAT FFA. Okay. So that's about it for today, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. What's this?